guys, welcome to Happy Muncher. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm super fabulous. Welcome to today's chit chat. Today we are going to talk about the art of travel, mainly solo traveling. Now I've been traveling for almost 2 years now. I've gone to about 12 countries and counting now, and I wish to travel to more countries. So today we're just gonna talk about ideas on how to start your solo travels, because I get a lot of questions on my Instagram, and personally with the people I surround myself with, they probably looking into starting solo traveling, and they just want to know a few tips on how they can start their solo traveling journeys. I'm from a country in Southern Africa called Botswana. It's a very small and not highly populated country. We're about 2.7 million, and yeah, I guess for me, I was so used to being in my country so much. I just wanted to explore a little bit and not get used to the same thing every day, the same people and the same structure of life. I just wanted to explore different things, see different people, explore different cultures, and I got the opportunity to do that. I've been traveling, and I can say that I can give a few tips on how I managed to do this and stay safely. What do I do to keep myself busy? I can start with a few. I have about 5 tips on the art of solo traveling. I have 5 tips. The first one is how to strategically plan your location in a country where you're gonna be or where you're gonna be staying. So for me, I always book Airbnbs, because well, I feel like that's safer. I book Airbnb, sometimes I stay in hotels, and I do that, guys, by using Airbnb apps or booking.com, which come with a little bit of a discount. And also I try to find locations that are centrally located, so that I don't have to always use Ubers or Metro or whatever. I can just walk. So I choose locations that are like very walkable. For instance, I think I did a lot of walking when I was in Thailand, because like I literally stayed where there was everything. Like these restaurants, these touristic attractions, so I always had to walk to the next street and do my vlog. Staying in a central location is very helpful, because you don't have to always be spending on transportation, going to anywhere further from where you're booked. And also proximity to amenities such as like hospitals, restaurants or cafes. You can stay in a hotel where they have food. You can order your food online, or you can just walk to the next cafe or restaurants and have your meals. So if you get sick, there's a hospital nearby. So those are the strategies of how to choose your location. Personally, I've always chosen places that are very busy. Like I hate boring places. So I've always chosen like the very busiest streets, because like I want to see how people live. I want to see like what do they do, what are they busy with, you understand? So I always like to stay in the city center, because I get to see what the country is all about, more especially places that have diversity, where people from all different countries choose to stay when they're in that country. I love that so much, because then I meet a lot of people and make friends. Anyway, on making friends, we'll get back on that note. Let's continue to the second tip of the art of solo traveling. The second one, I would have to say, have a hobby that you enjoy doing. Traveling can be exhausting, it can be depressing, it's very strenuous and very challenging. So in the midst of all that, you do get a little wholesome moment where you just want maybe a particular day to be all about you and what you love doing. And most of the time for me, I really enjoy things like writing. So I carry my journals around, and I love writing. You can read books. It's just a way of just having your own little time to just relax and you know, regain or recharge your energy or something. But anyway, that's what I love doing. With the travel being chaotic sometimes, I do remember so many times after traveling long hours and, you know, I reach a country, I'm super exhausted, my back hurts, my head aches, it becomes such a mess. And sometimes I just give myself like a day or two to just have a wusa moment where I like reconnect with myself. I read my Bible, I read my motivational books just to get me like on my A game. So yeah, just have that hobby that you enjoy doing. You can go to the gym, you can go swimming, you can take a walk if you want. I always make sure that in the midst of all this travel chaos, I do have time to read my book or write something on my journal or read my Bible. So that's what I enjoy doing. So the third tip is make sure to make a lot of friends, guys. When you're traveling, you're alone, you're a solo traveler, you're alone most of the time, to avoid loneliness and feeling like you're in the middle of nowhere and, you know, nobody cares and all of that. No, just make friends, okay? Stay in touch with your friends back home. I video call my friends all the time and we can talk for hours. And then I also go out a lot. I think one thing that helps me is that I enjoy going out a lot. I meet a lot of people when I'm out in restaurants and I'm having my wine in a restaurant. All of my friends I've made everywhere I've gone, most of them I've met them while I'm out in a restaurant. Go out a lot. Don't just stay in the room. Don't just overwork yourself all the time that you don't have time to interact with people. I love interacting with people, but at the same time you also have to be careful with the people that you interact with. Most people actually reach me on my Instagram and I really check their Instagram pages if, okay, these people, are they really genuine, or like, you know how it is nowadays, guys, it's not really safe out there in the world. So I prefer meeting people physically because it's more safer for me in that manner. I've tried even going on dating apps like BFF and all of that to try look for friends, and I just feel like it's a sick world sometimes. I just don't want to overdo it. I think I did meet a couple of people at some point and they were really cool people, but most of the time I prefer meeting people in person. That way I connect very easily with people and the friendships go a long way. Actually, the ones that I've made on these apps really don't last that long, but the ones that I've really met in a restaurant or anywhere else just in person, they last, they go a long way, trust me. So do make sure that you go out, go to a coffee shop, go to a restaurant, go to a park, something, you know, go to the gym and meet people and mingle. I love it so much. So that's a tip. Number 4 will have to be enjoy the moment. I'm doing YouTube vlogs all the time and sometimes you miss the opportunity to really enjoy the place because you are literally working. For instance, you go to an event that you are literally vlogging, you're holding the camera, speaking, showing the place and everything. That is not a moment of enjoying whatever it is that you're doing. You can work, do the vlog and finish it, like give yourself about 2 hours of vlogging and everything and put the cameras away and enjoy the moment, because that's what traveling is all about. Make sure you enjoy the moment to the fullest. There is a time to work and there is a time to relax and actually take it all in and enjoy it. I make sure that I do as much as possible enjoy the journey that I'm on. I do not want to overly work and forget that I have to leave at the same time. Sometimes I do take time off on a weekend and I tell myself like I need to do what I love. I wanna meet people and go out maybe to a club or something and dance and, you know, shake the stress away. So I really make sure that I enjoy the moment. Make sure you take it all in, take a lot of pictures, take a lot of videos, your personal ones, not for the vlogs. That is the art of solo traveling. Trust me, you'll thank me later, because those are your memories. Those are your memories. Those are your personal memories that you're gonna share with your children or whoever. It's absolutely worth it. Take it all in, my lovelies. The fifth tip will have to be listen to your intuition. Okay, guys, you've got the sixth sense in you, and every time I have a feeling that I'm not in a safe place, I don't trust somebody, I can't go to a certain place, I'm always right. I am always right about all of that. I listen to my intuition all the time. So make sure that if you ever get a moment where you're doubting something, there has to be a reason why you're doubting that. It doesn't happen often, but like most of the time you have to be really careful with the decisions that you make. As a solo traveler, I had to learn to practice extreme caution when it comes to choosing locations, going to certain countries, meeting people, and all of that. It's very important, guys. As much as this world is big enough for us, you know very well that it's not at all 100% safe. So listen to your intuition. Just make sure that you listen to your gut feeling when it's telling you this is not safe. It's not safe. Always be observant, always look behind, check your surroundings, keep your things in place, go to very safe places. And if you feel like you want to meet people, you are sensing that these are not the right people for you, honey, just don't do it. Don't do it, okay? And yeah, solo traveling is easy as that. For me, I've learned so much. It's very educational. Traveling by myself, I've gained maximum bravery by doing so many things that I wouldn't even have done if I stayed back home. I keep stressing this, that like if I stayed home, I wouldn't have learned a lot of things. And I'm happy that I got to explore the world at large, and I'm still going to do so much of my travel to other countries. And yeah, I keep doing this kind of videos so that I answer some of the questions that I get about how I manage solo traveling. How do I stay safe? How do I entertain myself? Do I not get bored? Do I get scared or whatever? Have I ever come across any safety scare or any of that, you know? So I think I've done 2 similar videos in the past, and this is, I think, the 3rd one that I'm doing. I do this video so that I can enlighten anyone who has questions or who's just curious about how I manage traveling by myself as a young lady, going to all these countries. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm still here in Qatar. There's gonna be an update very soon on my next travel. We're still on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on my upcoming videos. And do make sure that you like, guys. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you're a solo traveler out there. Give us some of the tips. Comment down below and give more tips on your solo travel experiences, and let us share these ideas to other people who are willing to start or dream of starting this journey of solo traveling. Thank you guys for watching from me today. It's all love. Toodles, toodles.
Quería casarme, yo tan loco en ilusionarme, creyendo en tus besos y tus caricias, la verdad no fue el culpable.